Welcome back. It was just about 2 months ago when longtime Dane County Executive Joe Parisi announced his plans to step down in the spring. Now this week, State Senator Melissa Agard announced her bid to succeed him, setting about a number of moves among Democrats in the state capitol. Our Braden Ross sat down with Agard to talk about her priorities if she's elected.
Well, obviously we're here today on an exciting day. You're announcing your candidacy for county executive. Why county executive?
Well, we know that Dane County is an amazing place to live, work, and play, and frankly, that a lot of people are deciding to move into Dane County. We have a really strong foundation that has been set by previous leaders such as Kathleen Falk and Joe Parisi in their roles as county executive. I am very proud, additionally, of the work that I've done on the county board and as the state assembly representative and as a state senator, including leader of my caucus. But we are at a pivotal moment in Wisconsin, and I am confident in the seeds that I have sown in the legislature that with new maps and really the precipice of democracy before us, that we are going to be in great shape there. I believe in my colleagues and the people that will continue to serve us in the legislature. But to be able to turn my attention to a community that has provided me with so much over the years and provided my friends and neighbors and my kids is so exciting. And I know that Dane County and the state of Wisconsin will be served by having someone who understands the importance of both of those governments and how important it is that we collaborate and lift one each other up.
So you've served in county government before. You served on the county board for 4 years. You worked with Joe Parisi. Tell me how your view of things differ from his.
Well, I think that County Executive Parisi has done a stellar job for our community. Certainly under his tenure, we have seen unprecedented growth of people moving into Dane County. We've seen the ability to address climate change, protections in our lakes and our environment at unprecedented levels. Those are all wonderful things. I think the unique thing that we're seeing right now as we turn this corner is the fact that we do have the opportunity at the state level to have a more fair and representative democracy. And we need strong leaders in our counties and in our local governments, partners that are going to be able to deliver those services to the people who live, work, and play here, in ensuring that we do things like addressing our racial disparities, that we are working in partnership to make sure that all of our kids know that their dreams do matter and they can grow up to be anything it is that they believe through hard work and by playing by the rules. And it's not to say that County Executive Parisi didn't do those things, but certainly we are at a precipice of being able to really roll up our sleeves and make those things real.
So talk to me more specifically about some of those priorities that you're looking at and maybe some of the challenges you think you might face in this if you end up in this role.
Yes, so certainly access to housing in Dane County is a pretty big deal, especially with the fact that so many people are deciding to move into Dane County. As a little girl, there were times when I was housing insecure, so I know the importance of ensuring that we do have affordable, accessible, and quality housing for everyone with wraparound services. So that will definitely be a priority. Investing in mental health services. Certainly if we can prevent crises, we all do better. We save money and people live a more dignified life. So making sure that we continue moving forward with that. Additionally, continuing our protections of our natural spaces, our beloved lakes and our parks. I grew up learning how to swim in our lakes, and my kids unfortunately have not. We need to get back to the point that people are not just recreating around the edges or on top of them, but that we are in our lakes and in our parks. And that really, that is a true equalizer for all of us. There is a lot to bite off in this role. We have nearly 1,000 people that work for Dane County that are amazing public servants. And I look forward to being able to get to know them, to hear what is working for them, and what we can do when we roll up our sleeves and work together in a different way to lift up really the quality of life for the nearly 600,000 people that call Dane County home.
And you've started talking about that, right? Dane County is a huge place. It's very diverse. It's not just Madison. It's, far-reaching. How do you plan to make sure that you're representing the whole of Dane County and not just the city that you're living in?
Yes. So, Dane County it's a diverse place. We have amazing agricultural heritage. There are so many family farms that have generational roots right here, no pun intended, right here in Dane County, and we need to make sure that they can continue to be successful. At the same time, we have the second biggest city, the city of Madison. We have a lot of suburban areas as well. Not only is it the different geography and the places that people call home, but we have such a diverse population here in Dane County as well. It's a place where people come because they have the hope of safety and security, and we need to make sure that everyone, whether it is our farmers, whether it is LGBTQ friends and neighbors, whether it's our BIPOC community, single parents, that they know that this is a place where they can be successful, that they can be safe, and where they can thrive and they can achieve their dreams.
You've spent a lot of time in the state Senate, and you spent time in the Assembly as well. Tell me about how it feels to step away from the Capitol building.
It's bittersweet, quite frankly. I was at the Capitol earlier today, and it is a cornerstone, not only of the state of Wisconsin and the city of Madison, but you meet people from around the nation and they say, Madison and the state capitol are really amazing places. And I have the opportunity to drive up East Washington Avenue to go to work. And I will say that when I do that, I do get goosebumps thinking, I have an office in there and such an important job lifting up the voices and the values of the people of the state of Wisconsin and supporting my colleagues in the Democratic caucus. So certainly there is a lot of emotion that goes into this, but I believe in the people who are there, and I believe in the people who will come after me. And certainly, I wish them all the best, and I am so excited to be able to continue working with them, but in a different capacity, being the voice and really the vision layer for the county of Dane.